All right, we're coming at you from the shop once again. This is the two-stroke turbo microcar channel. Well, it's not just microcars. We've got a lot of stuff, uh, mostly microcars. So we're going to stick with that today. Sometimes we do house remodeling. Sometimes we do fix-it DIY projects of all types. But today we're working on my own personal car in between customer cars because I just can't stand having it broken. And it's summer. It's hot. It is now the second day of summer. What is today, July 22nd or 23rd? Solstice was the other day, and it is hot. Oh my gosh. I'm not even going to tell you where Stella is because I don't know. She's under a tree or she's in the slough cooling off. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today. So get this. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today, 106 tomorrow, 108 on Saturday, 112 on Sunday, and then back to 108 on Monday. Oh my goodness, this is Portland, Oregon. We are going to burn. This is the Pacific Northwest coming at you from the heat dome. Well, that's enough about the weather. Let's take a look at what we're doing on my 1959 Vespa 400. You can see I'm in the midst of doing something. I got the wheels off. Where did we leave off? So let's see. I want to get an e-brake. So these are my new Volkswagen e-brake cables. This car has been converted to a Volkswagen engine in the back. It's got brand new wheel cylinders and they're bled. They were leaking last time. These are brand new and they shouldn't be leaking, and they're not. And I rebuilt the control arm here that was broken and causing the car to list. And what did I do? So the e-brake cables used to, that's right, they used to come out right about here and they hung down the car with these crazy brackets and they'd snag on anything. They were awful. Let me show you. I gotta get out of the car. Okay. So the old e-brake cables were on brackets that hung down right below here. They ran along here and they went up this fishing tackle thing up to I'll show you inside the car now. This plate here, where it had the original Volkswagen e-brake handle with the heater controls, came up through this pulley, and it was just a mess, total mess. So I'm going to improve on my mess. I bought this Jeep Wrangler Rubicon e-brake assembly with the trunnion already on it, and you can see I've already routed my e-brake cables. Where's the other? Up through the tunnel. I want to mount this in this area someplace, but I can't interfere with the clutch mechanism which goes through there or the gas pedal, so I've got to figure out where to put it. I think it's going to end up being up here. This car is a bit hacked. You can see that I didn't know my floor panels were so bad, but if you look underneath the car, the prior owner did a really nice job of putting down some aluminum and then riveting asbestos to the aluminum. I don't know what it is, some type of bakelite thing. It's pretty crazy. That's what it is. So I found these tubes. If you look in here, there's some abandoned tubes. These are the abandoned heater control tubes for the Volkswagen. And I thought maybe I could run the e-brake cable through there instead of down here and snag on stuff. But I actually found the original e-brake cable tubes, and I had to cut them off. And the cable kind of goes into the backing plate, around, makes this S-turn, and comes out right here, which is much higher. Again, excuse the gory mess, but this car is what it is, and I love it. So I drilled this hole to bring the cables up through here. I'll figure out how to grommet that or keep them from fraying, but I just don't want this type of e-brake cable system that's so monkey rigged. I've got some nice rust going on my floorboards here. Again, these are out completely, but what are you gonna do? You can see daylight through there. I bled the front brakes, cleaned the wheel cylinders. You can see I pumped my ball joint full of grease, marine grease. It puked out. I did a little bit of alignment. I put the new tires on. I think my brakes are a little tight. I had to trim the shoes on the rear. Show you that. Whatever reason, I couldn't figure it out. These are new shoes and new wheel cylinders. But when I put the e-brake cables on, even with the adjusters all the way in, this one's out a little bit, I couldn't, it was still rubbing and the car wouldn't roll. So I took my grinder there with cutoff wheel, and I just took like a 1/16 of an inch off the end of the shoe, and that made a huge difference. So, wow, it's hot. And what are we doing now? Oh yeah, now we got to find a place to mount this in here so we have a real e-brake. Okay, so I've been talking and I've been sweating, and I hope you've been learning on my 1959 Volkswagen powered Vespa. I love this car. It now has new tires. It has new brakes. It's going to have an e-brake. It's going to be fantastic. And I'm going to be so cool driving around this hot little car. Or am I? I don't know. Tell me what you think.